Started recording. Just happened. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do, this is a user test for a startup company called Reminder X. Reminder X is kind of getting into the to-do list kind of application market, and they want us to do a user test on the app that we kind of, in a design that we came up with. Here, I'm going to have you go through, I'm going to have you use this phone. It's basically just a paper prototype, but it's kind of recorded on the phone, so you'll be able to kind of touch the screen and go through different screens of the application.
Yeah.
Here with this sticky notepad, you can write down any thoughts, any notes that you have about the application, anything that you're thinking about while you're going through the user task.
Great.
And that's about it. I'm gonna have first. I'm gonna ask you a few questions about your usage of to-do lists or reminder applications. I'm trying to get to know your uses. If you used any of them before or anything like that.
User profile.
Yeah. So So have you ever used a mobile like to-do list application or anything of this sort before?
I've used several. I've used Todoist and Google Tasks and the Apple Reminders, and Evernote has a reminder plugin for Evernote
Okay.
for tasks.
And have you ever like really consistently stayed with one of them?
No, for a couple of weeks or a month at a time, and then never use it again.
Usually, all right.
Yeah.
So usually, when you stop using it, why do you usually stop using it?
It's not doing what it needs to do for me.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend that this is a real live application, that it's actually up and running, and I'm just gonna have you go through a couple of a few tasks to kind of see what you think about it, and kind of try to get some feedback and try to see where there may or may not be any pain points. So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is I want you to go through the app, and I want you just to try to create a simple to-do and then share it.
Alright, I'm assuming when I click on the fields, it won't.
Yeah.
So
All right.
there's not a link there, so I'm going to go back to your application. Hit play. Create a to-do. I did a reminder last time. Should I do note?
Yeah. So all right. So you already created to-do. So now what I want you to do is go back, start it over again.
Okay.
And now I want you to just create a simple an appointment.
Okay. Create an appointment. Create. Should I add an individual to my appointment?
You can if you want to.
Well, alright. I'm gonna add somebody to my appointment. And it looks like I've added the appointment.
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So while you were creating your to-do, you wanted to add a note to your to-do. So
Yes.
how would you go back through and add a note to your to-do if you needed to?
I'd select my to-do
Yeah.
on the list,
Mm-hmm.
assuming that just clicking on it would take me to edit, or I could, press it and have an option for an edit button, and that would just take me back to the screen where I created it, and I could modify that.
Modify that. Okay. All right. Cool. And now what I want you to do is start it over again, and then when you set up an appointment, figure out how would you set up a reminder for that.
Okay. So add a reminder.
You know,
Boom. And then. Done.
yeah. All right. Good deal. All right. So that's that. That's pretty much basically all I needed you to do. And so what I'm going to have you do next, there's a few follow-up questions. We won't film that, but it's what I call the system usability scale.
Okay.
And it's basically asking you a few questions. It's going to be like follow-up questions, but it's going to ask you how easy or difficult the system was to use. And I'm going to get some metrics from that, and that's it. Thanks for your help today, and appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.